voice is a powerful weapon. Thank God for it. The world that we live in is absolutely scary. Makes you wonder about a lot of things, doesn't it? Like, who's to blame for this crazy world that we live in? Is it the fault of the situations we get put in our daily lives? Is it the actions of ourselves? Or is it the act of a supernatural being? The reality of the world is actually quite simple. Every action of ours is a reflection of the world that we live in. Everything that we do will have an impact on anything and anyone at any given time, whether we know about it or not. We are the only ones to blame for the world that we live in. We can't put the blame on anything else but ourselves. Not even the challenges that we face. Because we're the authors behind it. Life was never built or meant to be difficult. But because of greed and corruption, it has been made that way. We cannot blame God for the things that we go through. Because we have free will, which means I have a choice to do wrong or to do things right. So I can't put the blame on a supernatural being for my own personal choices. We live in a world where good and evil coexist. One side of the planet can be going through war and turmoil, and the other side of the planet can have a big musical concert and streets filled with parties. One family can be expecting a child, and another family can be grieving from the loss of one. We live in a world where tomorrow is far from a promise, but yet we still choose to wake up. Why is that? Is it faith? Or maybe we're all in this delusion of hope that tomorrow will be better than today. But what if it's not? What if it's actually worse? Then what? Do you give up? Or do you continue down this cycle of hoping for better days? What if you're actually living in your best days? You have a home, internet, food to eat, stable income, and a family that loves you, or a significant other. But yet, you choose to be unhappy because you want more out of life. As I said, the reality that we live in is based out of the choices we make in this life. If you cannot see the pure joy of being alive with the most simplest things, then how can you enjoy being alive, having everything you've ever hoped for? Life is simple. The moment you start panicking about life, that is where you have made the choice for it to become difficult. Do not misunderstand me. Life will always have obstacles in the way. And yes, we must learn to adapt and prosper through. We go through our entire lives not knowing the time or day of our own demise, having no foreseen knowledge of the events ahead of us, but yet we still prosper through. We have no idea of knowing if our children will be victims of gun violence, but yet we still send them to school. How in the world can a parent protect their child every minute of the day? In all honesty, you can't. So how? Well, no matter what religion you have or don't have in this world, everyone has a sense of faith. There is no denying that fact. You either have faith in your community, the system, or God. So, is it wrong to have faith? I have faith that you will do the right things in life. And if you don't, well, does that make my faith invalid? Of course not. Because having faith in someone to do the right thing is not a definite answer, but it is an inevitable question of that person's heart. So if they choose to do the wrong thing, that does not invalid my faith. The reality we have in this world comes directly from the life we have created for ourselves and the people in it. We live in a world where good and evil coexist, and we prosper through it by faith. So my question to you is this: what is your faith?